Melinda James on ABC Illawarra.
Well, the Denmark Hotel just there on the hill on the Princess Highway at Bulli is once again up for sale. It's had a pretty sad recent history, but from its glory days back as a hotel a long, long time ago now, lots of history in that place, lots. So what is going on with it? Peter Cito is a real estate agent with Cabman Property and has been charged with selling the heritage-listed building. Peter, good morning.
Good morning, Melinda. How are you?
Well, thank you. It's a landmark, isn't it? Everyone sees it. Everyone asks about it. Lots of people know of it.
Look, it's an absolute cracker. I put a signboard up there the other day at 6 o'clock in the morning, and by no later than about 8:15, we'd had 6 or 7 phone calls asking questions about it, which is quite interesting. The project and the property is owned by Sean Hannon, who comes out of the Sutherland Shire. Great fella, really passionate about what he does. And unfortunately, he's run out of steam.
Okay. I remember we spoke to Sean and it was really quite impressive, his passion for these sorts of projects. He was very committed to maintaining the facade and doing everything he could to restore it. It was a labour of love for him. He loves doing this sort of stuff, I recall. From talking to him, he had a DA approved to make it into 3 apartments, so he wasn't planning on doing anything too radical to it, just really lovingly restoring it. So what happened? He ran out of steam.
Look, it's pretty simple, I guess. Sean is really passionate about it. He's worked really well and closely with the council to achieve a DA. It has been 12 years in the making. He had his mum behind him as well, who was really passionate about his projects and what he does. And it was only a couple of weeks ago on Mother's Day, funnily enough, we were down there and cleaning up the last bits of broken glass from where, an unsuspecting kid just on his way to school or bored had smashed the front window. And, I think that was a telltale sign for him to say, enough's enough. He's got other things going on in Sydney and he's, like I say, just ran out of steam and probably called last drinks on the guys that have been helping him with the clean-up and getting the DA approved, and just turned to me and said, Pete, it's time to sell it.
Oh, Peter, you were actually there with him. So, everyone's seen it as well. Not only do people go past and with curiosity ask what's going on with the building, people go past and go, oh, so another kid's drawn some pretty rude graffiti on the side of it, or there's another window smashed.
Yeah, that's it. And look, and that's the sad thing about properties, unfortunately, that do take time to get these DA approvals, either to go through council or to get the funding right. And the amount of red tape that developers are going through today, it's the number of reports you're asked for. Everything takes so long, and this is a direct result. And at the moment, interest rates are going up, and all those types of things are going to put extra pressure on it. But look, we'll sell it, and we'll pass the baton to the next custodian of the property, and hopefully they do a great job. Whether they do the DA that Sean had proposed within the envelope of the building, which is the 3 apartments, and work closely with council and the heritage cottage next door for a right-of-way. That's important.
Yeah, that's a big... It's another little sticking point, isn't it, Peter, that right-of-way out to the historic cottage at the back?
That's right. Yeah, that's right. So if the next person may decide, look, turn it into a house. A fabulous location, overlooking the track behind and up onto the escarpment. That could be it. I'd love to see it turned back into another inn. And my job in life is to sell pubs and petrol stations, and I really enjoy it. I love it. I love a good old pub that seems to be restored, and that would be a great location for it. We'll see what the next person does.
Well, good luck. Built in 1887, needs a bit of work. Is probably a renovator's delight. Is that what they call them? I don't know.
Renovator's delight. We have had interest from a local lady who specialises in creating boutique hotels. So let's look for her to be the purchaser, because I've seen the quality of some of her work down in Wagga and out in Mudgee with some of the work that she's done and some of the other locations that I sell in. And it's absolutely brilliant. But she comes out of Tarul, so let's hope she's the new custodian, because I think she will do an amazing job.
Well, there we go. Let's find out, and it'd be wonderful if we can get in touch with her if she is, in fact, the lucky new owner. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Linda, have a great day. Thanks very much for the call.
That's Peter Cito from Capmont Property about the Denmark Hotel there in Bulli.
This is Melinda James on ABC Illawarra. Melinda James on ABC Illawarra.